Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah ibn Umar, Allah be pleased with them, reported that Allah's Messenger contracted with the people of Khaybar the trees, on the condition that he would have half the produce in fruits and harvest. Sahih Muslim 1551, reference 22, Hadith 1. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah ibn Umar, Allah be pleased with them, reported, Allah's Messenger handed over the land of Khaybar, on the condition of the share of produce of fruits and harvest, and he also gave to his wives every year 100 wasks, 80 wasks of dates and 20 wasks of barley. When Umar became the caliph, he distributed the lands and trees of Khaybar, and gave option to the wives of Allah's apostle to earmark for themselves the land and water or stick to the wasks that they got every year. They differed in this matter. Some of them opted for land and water, and some of them opted for wasks every year. Aisha and Hafsa were among those who opted for land and water. Sahih Muslim 1551b, reference 22, Hadith 2. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah Abdullah b. Umar, Allah be pleased with them, reported that Allah's Messenger contracted with the people of Khaybar, land and trees on the condition that they should give half of the yield from land and trees. The rest of the hadith is the same. In the hadith transmitted on the authority of Aib Mushir there is no mention of it, but that Aisha and Hafsa were those who opted for land and water. But he, the narrator, said, he, Hadrat Umar, gave option to the wives of Allah's apostle that land would be earmarked for them, but he made no mention of water. Sahih Muslim 1551 c, reference 22, Hadith 3. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah Abdullah b. Umar, Allah be pleased with them, reported that when Khaybar had been conquered, the Jews asked Allah's Messenger to let them continue cultivation in those lands, on half of the share of yield in fruits and crop, whereupon Allah's Messenger said, I will allow you to continue here, so long as we would desire. The rest of the hadith is the same, but with this addition, the fruit would be distributed equal to the half of Khaybar. And out of all of the produce of the land, Allah's apostle, may peace be upon him, got the fifth part. Sahih Muslim 1551d, reference 22, Hadith 4. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah Abdullah b. Umar, Allah be pleased with them, reported that Allah's Messenger returned to the Jews of Khaybar the date palms of Khaybar and its land on the condition that they should work upon them with their own wealth, seeds, implements, and give half of the yield to Allah's Messenger. Sahih Muslim 1551e, reference 22, Hadith 5. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah ibn Umar, reported that Umar b. al-Khattab, Allah be pleased with him, expelled the Jews and Christians from the land of Hijaz, and that when Allah's Messenger conquered Khaybar he made up his mind to expel the Jews from it, the territory of Khaybar, because, when that land was conquered, it came under the sway of Allah, that of his Messenger and that of the Muslims. The Jews asked Allah's Messenger to let them continue there on the condition that they would work on it, and would get in turn half of the fruit of the trees. Whereupon Allah's Messenger said, we would let you continue there so long as we will desire. So they continued to cultivate the lands, till Umar externed them to Tama ang Arya, 2 villages in Arabia, but out of Hijaz. Sahih Muslim 1551 f, reference 22, Hadith 6. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah Habir, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, never does a Muslim plants a tree except that he has the reward of charity for him, for what is eaten out of that is charity. What is stolen out of that, what the beasts eat out of that, what the birds eat out of that is charity for him. In short, none incurs a loss to him but it becomes a charity on his part. Sahih Muslim 1552 Reference 22 Hadith 7. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir, Allah be pleased with him, reported that Allah's apostle visited Mubashir al-Ansariya at her orchard of date palms and said to her, "Who has planted these trees of dates, a Muslim or a non-Muslim?" She said, "A Muslim, of course," whereupon he said, "Never a Muslim plants, or cultivates a land, and it out of that men eat, or the animals eat, or anything else eats, but that becomes charity on his, planter's, behalf." Sahih Muslim 1552b Reference 22 Hadith 8. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, reported, "I heard Allah's Messenger saying, Never does a Muslim plant, or cultivate, but has reward for him for what the beasts eat, or the birds eat, or anything else eats out of that." Sahih Muslim 1552 c. Reference 22 Hadith 9. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, reported, Allah's apostle visited the orchard of Mas'ud and said, Mabad. He who has planted this tree, is he a Muslim or a non-Muslim? She said, "Of course, he is a Muslim," whereupon he, the Holy Prophet, said, "No Muslim who plants trees, and from their fruits the human beings or the beasts or birds eat, but that would be taken as an act of charity on the day of resurrection." Sahih Muslim 1552d Reference 22 Hadith 10. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith is transmitted on the authority of Abu Muawiyah, but with a slight change of words. Sahih Muslim 1552e Reference 22 Hadith 11. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Anas reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "Never does a Muslim plant trees or cultivate land and birds or a man or a beast eat out of them, but that is a charity on his behalf." Sahih Muslim 1553 Reference 22 Hadith 12. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Anas b. Malik, Allah be pleased with him, reported that Allah's apostle visited the date palms of Mubashir, Allah be pleased with her, a lady from the Ansar, and said, "Who planted this palm, a Muslim or an unbeliever's?" The rest of the hadith is the same. Sahih Muslim 1553b Reference 22 Hadith 13. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, reported Allah's Messenger saying, "If you sell fruits to your brother," and Habir b. Aduth reported through another chain of narrators, "If you were to sell fruits to your brother, and these is stricken with calamity, it is not permissible for you to get anything from him. Why do you get the wealth of your brother, without justification?" Sahih Muslim 1554 Reference 22 Hadith 14. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. A hadith like this has been narrated on the authority of Jarai with the same chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1554b Reference 22 Hadith 15. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Anas, Allah be pleased with him, reported that Allah's apostle forbade the sale of the fruit of date palms until it becomes mellow. Some of the other narrators in the chain of transmitters said, "What does the word mellow mean?" He said, "There the fruit turns red or yellow. Don't you see, if Allah had checked the growth of fruits, then what for the wealth of your brother would be permissible for you?" Sahih Muslim 1555 Reference 22 Hadith 16. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Anas b. Malik, Allah be pleased with him, reported that Allah's Messenger forbade the sale of fruits until these are mellow. They, the companions of Anas, said, "What is meant by mellow?" He said, It implies that these became red. He said, "When Allah hinders the growth of fruits, then what for the wealth of your brother would become permissible for you?" Sahih Muslim 1555b reference 22 Hadith 17. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Anas, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's apostle as saying, "If Allah does not fructify them, then what is permissible for one of you to take the wealth of his brother?" Sahih Muslim 1555c reference 22 Hadith 18. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir, Allah be pleased with him, reported that Allah's apostle commanded to make deductions in the payment of that stricken with a calamity. Sahih Muslim 1554c reference 22 Hadith 19. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Allah be pleased with him, reported that in the time of Allah's Messenger a man suffered loss in fruits he had bought and his debt increased. So Allah's Messenger told the people to give him charity, and they gave him charity, but that was not enough to pay the debt in full, whereupon Allah's Messenger said to his creditors, "Take what you find, you will have nothing but alms." Sahih Muslim 1556 a reference 22 Hadith 20. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Bukhair b. al-Ashaj with the same chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1556b reference 22 Hadith 21. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Aisha, Allah be pleased with her, reported, Allah's Messenger heard the voices of altercation of two disputants at the door. Both the voices were quite loud. The one demanded some remission and desired that the other one should show leniency to him, whereupon the other one was saying, "By Allah will not do that." Then there came Allah's Messenger to them and said, "Where is he who swears by Allah that he would not do good?" He said, "Messenger of Allah, it is I, he may do as he desires." Sahih Muslim 1557 reference 22 Hadith 22. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abdullah b. Ka'b b. Malik reported from his father that he pressed in the mosque Ibn Abu Hadrad for the payment of the debt that he owed to him during the lifetime of Allah's Messenger. In this altercation, their voices became loud, until Allah's Messenger heard them, while he was in the house, so Allah's Messenger came out towards them, and he lifted the curtain of his apartment and he called upon Ka'b b. Malik and said, shocked face, "Ka'b." He said, "At thy beck and call, Allah's Messenger." He pointed out with the help of his hand to remit half of the loan due to him. Ka'b said, "Allah's Messenger, I am ready to do that." Whereupon Allah's Messenger said to Ibn Abu Hadrad, "Stand up and make him the payment of the rest." Sahih Muslim 1558 a reference 22 Hadith 23. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. The above hadith is narrated through another chain with a slight variation of words at the beginning, and the rest as of the hadith is the same. Sahih Muslim 1558b reference 22 Hadith 24. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Ka'b b. Malik reported that he made a demand for the payment of the debt that Ibn Abu Hadrad owed to him. This hadith is narrated through another chain of transmitters, and the words are, he had to get the loan from Abdullah b. Hadrad al-Aslami. He met him and pressed him for payment. There was an altercation between them, until their voices became loud. There happened to pass by them Allah's Messenger, and he said, "O Ka'b," and pointed out with his hand in such a way as he meant half. So he got half of what he, Ibn Abu Hadrad, owed to him and remitted the half. Sahih Muslim 1558c reference 22 Hadith 25. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "He who found his property intact with a person who bought it but who later on became insolvent, or a person who became insolvent, he, the seller, is entitled to get it more than anyone else." Sahih Muslim 1559, reference 22, Hadith 26. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Yahya b. Said with the same chain of transmitters, but with a slight variation of words, and these are, whenever a man becomes poor. Sahih Muslim 1559b, reference 22, Hadith 27. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Apostle saying about a person who becomes insolvent and the thing bought by him is found intact with him, that belongs to one who sold it. Sahih Muslim 1559c, reference 22, Hadith 28. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Apostle as saying, when a man becomes insolvent, and the other man, the seller, finds his commodity intact with him, he is more entitled to get it than anyone else. Sahih Muslim 1559d, reference 22, Hadith 29. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Qatada with the same chain of transmitters, but with a change of these words, he is more entitled to get it than any other creditor. Sahih Muslim 1559e, reference 22, Hadith 30. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, when Inan becomes insolvent, and the other person, seller, finds his goods intact with him, he is more entitled to get them than anyone else. Sahih Muslim 1559f, reference 22, Hadith 31. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Hudhayfa reported Allah's Messenger as saying, the angels took away the soul of a person who had lived among people who were before you. They, the angels, said, did you do anything good? He said, number. They said, try to recall. He said, I used to lend to people and order my servants to give respite to one in straitened circumstances and give allowance to the solvent, for Allah, the Exalted and Majestic, said to the angels, you should ignore his failing. Sahih Muslim 1560, a reference 22, Hadith 32. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Hudhayfa reported, a person met his Lord after death, and he said, what good did you do? He said, I did no good except this, that I was a rich man, and I demanded from the people the repayment of debt that I advanced to them. I, however, accepted that which the solvent gave and remitted the debt of the insolvent, whereupon he, the Lord, said, you should ignore the faults of my servant. Abu Mas'ud, Allah be pleased with him, said, this is what I heard Allah's Messenger as saying. Sahih Muslim 1560b, reference 22, Hadith 33. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Hudhayfa, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Apostle as saying, a person died and he entered paradise. It was said to him, what act did you do? Either he recalled it himself or he was made to recall. He said, I used to enter into transactions with people and I gave respite to the insolvent and did not show any strictness in case of accepting a coin or demanding cash payment. For these acts of his, he was granted pardon. Abu Mas'ud said, I heard this from Allah's Messenger. Sahih Muslim 1560c, reference 22, Hadith 34. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Hudhayfa, Allah be pleased with him, reported, a servant from amongst the servants of Allah was brought to him whom Allah had endowed with riches. He, Allah, said to him, What did you do in the world? They cannot conceal anything from Allah. He, the person, said, O my Lord, you endowed me with your riches. I used to enter into transactions with people. It was my nature to be lenient to my debtors. I showed leniency to the solvent and gave respite to the insolvent, whereupon Allah said, I have more right than you to do this to connive at my servant. Uqba b. Emir al-Juhani and Abu Masud said, This is what we heard from Allah's Messenger. Sahih Muslim 1560d reference 22 Hadith 35. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Masud, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, A person from people who lived before you was called to account by Allah at the day of judgment, and no good was found in his account except this, that lie, being a rich man, had financial dealings with people and had commanded his servants to show leniency to the straitened ones. Upon this Allah, the Exalted and Majestic, said, We have more right to this, so overlook his faults. Sahih Muslim 1561 reference 22 Hadith 36. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, There was a person who gave loans to the people and said to his men, When an insolvent comes to you, show him leniency that Allah may overlook our faults. So when he met Allah, he overlooked his faults, forgave him. Sahih Muslim 1562 reference 22 Hadith 37. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah, a hadith like this is narrated on the authority of Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him. Sahih Muslim 1562b reference 22 Hadith 38. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abdullah b. Abu Qatada reported that Abu Qatada, Allah be pleased with him, demanded the payment of his debt from his debtor, but he disappeared. Later on he found him and he said, I am hard up financially, whereupon he said, Do you state it, by God? He said, By God. Upon this he, Qatada, said, I heard Allah's Messenger as saying, He who loves that Allah saves him from the torments of the day of resurrection should give respite to the insolvent or remit his debt. Sahih Muslim 1563 reference 22 Hadith 39. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Ibn with the same chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1563b reference 22 Hadith 40. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, Delay in the payment of debt on the part of a rich man is injustice, and when one of you is retired to a rich man, he should follow him. Sahih Muslim 1564 reference 22 Hadith 41. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. A hadith like this has been transmitted on the authority of Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him. Sahih Muslim 1564b reference 22 Hadith 42. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with him, reported that Allah's Messenger forbade the sale of excess water. Sahih Muslim 1565 reference 22 Hadith 43. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with him, reported that Allah's Messenger forbade the hiring of a camel to cover a she-camel and from selling water and land to be tilled. So from all this the Messenger of Allah forbade. Sahih Muslim 1565b reference 22 Hadith 44. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, Excess water must not be withheld so that the growth of herbage may be hindered. Sahih Muslim 1566, a reference 22, Hadith 45. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "Do not withhold excess of water, so that you may prevent the growth of herbage." Sahih Muslim 1566b, reference 22, Hadith 46. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "The excess of water should not be sold in order to enable the sad of herbage." Sahih Muslim 1566c, reference 22, Hadith 47. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Masud al-Ansari, Allah be pleased with him, reported that Allah's Messenger forbade the charging of price of the dog, and earnings of a prostitute and sweets offered to a Kahan. Sahih Muslim 1567, reference 22, Hadith 48. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. A hadith like this is reported on the authority of Abu Masud through another chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1567b, reference 22, Hadith 49. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Rafi b. Khadij, Allah be pleased with him, reported, "I heard Allah's Apostle as saying, the worst earning is the earning of a prostitute, the price of a dog and the earning of a cupper." Sahih Muslim 1568, a reference 22, Hadith 50. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Rafi b. Khadij reported Allah and Messenger as saying, "The price of a dog is evil, the earning of a prostitute is evil, and the earning of a cupper is evil." Sahih Muslim 1568b, reference 22, Hadith 51. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. A hadith like this has been narrated on the authority of Rafi b. Khadij through another chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1568c, reference 22, Hadith 52. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. A hadith like this has been narrated on the authority of Rafi b. Khadij through another chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1568d, reference 22, Hadith 53. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Zubair said, "I asked Habir about the price of a dog and a cat. He said, Allah's Messenger disapproved of that." Sahih Muslim 1569, reference 22, Hadith 54. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Ibn Umar, Allah be pleased with them, reported Allah's Messenger giving command for killing dogs. Sahih Muslim 1570, a reference 22, Hadith 55. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Ibn Umar, Allah be pleased with them, reported, Allah's Messenger ordered to kill dogs, and he sent men to the corners of Medina that they should be killed. Sahih Muslim 1570b, reference 22, Hadith 56. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abdullah b. Umar, Allah be pleased with them, reported, Allah's Messenger ordered the killing of dogs, and we would send men in Medina and its corners, and we did not spare any dog that we did not kill, so much so that we killed the dog that accompanied the wet she-camel belonging to the people of the desert. Sahih Muslim 1570c, reference 22, Hadith 57. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Ibn Umar, Allah be pleased with them, reported that Allah's Messenger, may peace be upon him, ordered the killing of dogs except the dog tamed for hunting, or watching of the herd of sheep or other domestic animals. It was said to Ibn Umar, Allah be pleased with them, that Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, talks of exception, about the dog for watching the field, whereupon he said, since Abu Huraira, Allah be pleased with him, possessed land. Sahih Muslim 1571 reference 22 Hadith 58. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Zubair heard Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with him, saying, Allah's Messenger ordered us to kill dogs, and we carried out this order so much so that we also killed a dog coming with a woman from the desert. Then Allah's Apostle forbade their killing. He, the Prophet further, said, It is your duty the jet black dog, having 2 spots on the eyes, for it is a devil. Sahih Muslim 1572 reference 22 Hadith 59. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah ibn Mughaffal reported, Allah's Messenger ordered the killing of dogs and then said, What is the trouble with them, the people of Medina? How dogs are nuisance to them, the citizens of Medina. He then permitted killing of dogs for hunting and the protection of herds. Sahih Muslim 1573 reference 22 Hadith 60. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah in the Hadith transmitted on the authority of Yahya. He, the Holy Prophet, permitted the keeping of dogs for the protection of herds, for hunting and the protection of cultivated land. Sahih Muslim 1573b reference 22 Hadith 61. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah ibn Umar, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, He who keeps a dog other than that meant for watching the herd or for hunting loses every day out of his deeds equal to 2 karat. Sahih Muslim 1574 reference 22 Hadith 62. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Salim reported on the authority of his father that Allah's Apostle said, He who kept a dog other than one meant for hunting or for watching the herd, lost 2 karat of his reward every day. Sahih Muslim 1574b reference 22 Hadith 63. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah ibn Umar reported Allah's Messenger as saying, He who kept a dog other than one meant for hunting or for watching the herd lost out of his deeds, equal to 2 karat every day. Sahih Muslim 1574 c reference 22 Hadith 64. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Salim b. Abdullah reported on the authority of his father that Allah's Messenger said, He who kept a dog other than one meant for watching the herd or for hunting would lose every day 2 karat of his good deeds. Abdullah and Abu Huraira also said, or dog meant for watching the field. Sahih Muslim 1574d reference 22 Hadith 65. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Salim reported on the authority of his father, Allah be pleased with him, that Allah's Messenger said, He who kept a dog other than one meant for hunting or for the protection of the herd would lose 2 karat of his deeds every day. Salim said, Abu Huraira, Allah be pleased with him, used to say, or the dog meant for watching the field, and he was the owner of the land. Sahih Muslim 1574e reference 22 Hadith 66. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Salim b. Abdullah reported on the authority of his father that Allah's Messenger said, Whosoever amongst the owners of the house keeps a dog other than one meant for watching the herd or for hunting loses 2 karat of his deeds every day. Sahih Muslim 1574 f reference 22 Hadith 67. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah ibn Umar, Allah be pleased with them, narrated Allah's Messenger as saying, He who kept a dog other than one meant for watching the fields or herds or hunting would lose 1 karat every day out of his reward, with God. Sahih Muslim 1574 grams reference 22 Hadith 68. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "He who kept a dog which is neither meant for hunting nor for watching the animals nor for watching the fields would lose 2 karat every day out of his reward." And there is no mention of the fields in the hadith transmitted by Abu Tahir. Sahih Muslim 1575, a reference 22, hadith 69. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "He who kept a dog except one meant for watching the herd, or for hunting or for watching the fields, he lost 2 karat of reward every day." Zuhri said, "The words of Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, were conveyed to Ibn Umar, who said, 'May Allah have mercy upon Abu Hurairah, he owned a field.'" Sahih Muslim 1575b, reference 22, hadith 70. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "He who kept a dog would lose out of his deeds equal to 1 karat every day, except one kept for watching the field or herd." Sahih Muslim 1575c, reference 22, hadith 71. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. A hadith like this has been transmitted on the authority of Abu Hurairah. Sahih Muslim 1575d, reference 22, hadith 72. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been reported on the authority of Yahya b. Abu Kathir with the same chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1575e, reference 22, hadith 73. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "He who kept a dog, but not meant for hunting or watching the herd, would lose 1 karat of reward every day." Sahih Muslim 1575f, reference 22, hadith 74. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Sufyan b. Abu Zuhair, he was a person belonging to the tribe of Shanua and was amongst the companions of Allah's Messenger, may peace be upon him, said, "I heard Messenger of Allah as saying, he who kept a dog, other than that, which is indispensable for watching the field or the animals would lose 1 karat out of his deeds every day." As Sayyid b Yazid, one of the narrators, said, "Did you hear it from Allah's Messenger?" He said, "Yes, by the Lord of this mosque." Sahih Muslim 1576, a reference 22, hadith 75. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Sufyan b. Abu Zuhair al-Shanai. Sahih Muslim 1576b, reference 22, hadith 76. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. It is narrated on the authority of Humayd that Anas b. Malik was asked about the earnings of the cupper. He said, "Allah's Messenger got himself cupped. His cupper was Abu Ta'iba, and he, the Holy Prophet, commanded to give him 2 sas of corn. He, the Holy Prophet, talked with the members of his family and they lightened the burden of Kharaj, tax, from him, i.e., they made remission in the charges of their own accord. He, Allah's Apostle, said, 'The best treatment which you take is cupping, or it is the best of your treatments.'" Sahih Muslim 1577, reference 22, hadith 77. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Rumayd reported that Anas b. Malik, Allah be pleased with him, has asked about the earnings of a cupper. Then, the above-mentioned hadith was reported, but with this addition, that he said, "The best treatment which you get is cupping, or aloes wood, and do not torture your children by pressing their uvula." Sahih Muslim 1577b reference 22 Hadith 78. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Humayd reported Anas, Allah be pleased with him, having said this: Allah's apostle called for young cupper belonging to us. He capped him and he, the Holy Prophet, commanded that he should be paid 1 saw or 1 mud or 2 muds of wheat. It was said that charges were high, and a reduction was made in the charges. Sahih Muslim 1577c reference 22 Hadith 79. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, reported that Allah's Messenger got himself cupped and he paid the clipper his charges and he put medicine in his nostrils. Sahih Muslim 1202b reference 22 Hadith 80. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, reported, the slave of Banu Bayada cupped Allah's apostle and he gave him his wages, and talked to his master and he reduced the charges, and if this earning was unlawful Allah's apostle would not have given it. Sahih Muslim 1202c reference 22 Hadith 81. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Allah be pleased with him, reported, I heard Allah's Messenger addressing in Medina. He said, O people, Allah is giving an indication of the prohibition of wine. And he is probably soon going to give an order about it. So he who has anything of it with him should sell that, and derive benefit out of it. He, the narrator, said, We waited for some time that Allah's apostle said, Verily Allah, the Exalted, has forbidden wine. So who hears this verse and he has anything of it with him, he should neither drink it nor sell it. He, the narrator, said, The people then brought whatever they had of it with them on the streets of Medina and spilt that. Sahih Muslim 1578 reference 22 Hadith 82. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abd al-Rahman b. Wala as-Sabai, who was an Egyptian, asked Abdullah b. Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, about that which is extracted from the grapes, whereupon he said, A person presented to Allah's Messenger a small waterskin of wine. Allah's Messenger said to him, Do you know that Allah has forbidden it? He said, Number. He then whispered to another man. Allah's Messenger asked him what he had whispered. He said, I advised him to sell that, whereupon he, the Holy Prophet, said, Verily he who has forbidden its drinking has forbidden its sale also. He, the narrator, said, He opened the waterskin until what was contained in it was spilt. Sahih Muslim 1579 reference 22 Hadith 83. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abd al-Rahman b. Wala narrated this on the authority of Abdullah b. Abbas. Sahih Muslim 1579b reference 22 Hadith 84. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Aisha, Allah be pleased with her, reported, when the concluding verses of Surah Baqarah were revealed, Allah's Messenger went out and read them out to the people and then forbade them to trade in wine. Sahih Muslim 1580 reference 22 Hadith 85. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Aisha, Allah be pleased with her, reported, when the concluding verses of Surah Baqarah pertaining to riba were revealed, Allah's Messenger went out to the mosque and he forbade the trade in wine. Sahih Muslim 1580b reference 22 Hadith 86. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, reported Allah's Messenger as saying in the year of victory while he was in Mecca, Verily Allah and his Messenger have forbidden the sale of wine, carcass, swine and idols. It was said, Allah's Messenger, You see that the fat of the carcass is used for coating the boats and varnishing the hides, and people use it for lighting purposes. Whereupon he said, No, it is forbidden. Then Allah's Messenger said, May Allah the Exalted and Majestic destroy the Jews. When Allah forbade the use of fat of the carcass for them, they melted it, and then sold it and made use of its price, received from it. Sahih Muslim 1581, reference 22, Hadith 87. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Yazid b. Abu Habib reported. Atta reported to me that he heard Habir b. Abdullah saying it, that he had heard that from Allah's Messenger in the year of victory. Sahih Muslim 1581 b. reference 22, Hadith 88. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with him, reported. This news reached Umar that Samura had sold wine, whereupon he said, May Allah destroy Samura. Does he not know that Allah's Messenger said, Let there be the curse of Allah upon the Jews, that fat was declared forbidden for them, but they melted it and then sold it? Sahih Muslim 1582, reference 22, Hadith 89. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Amr b. Dinar with the same chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1582 b. reference 22, Hadith 90. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, May Allah destroy the Jews, for Allah forbade the use of fats for them, but they sold them and made use of their price. Sahih Muslim 1583, reference 22, Hadith 91. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, May Allah destroy the Jews, for Allah forbade the use of fat for them, but they sold it and made use of its price. Sahih Muslim 1583 b. reference 22, Hadith 92. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri reported Allah's Messenger as saying, Do not sell gold for gold, except like for like, and don't increase something of it upon something. And don't sell silver unless like for like, and don't increase something of it upon something, and do not sell for ready money something to be given later. Sahih Muslim 1584, reference 22, Hadith 93. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Nafi reported that Ibn Umar told him that a person of the tribe of Layth said that Abu Sa'id al-Khudri narrated it. The above-mentioned hadith, from Tile Messenger of Allah in a narration of Qutaybah. So Abdullah and Nafi went along with him, and in the hadith transmitted by Ibn Rum, the words are, that Nafi said, Abdullah b. Umar went, and I along with the person belonging to Banu Layth entered the house of said al-Khudri, and he, Abdullah b. Umar, said, I have been informed that you say that Allah's Messenger forbade the sale of silver with silver except in case of like for like, and sale of gold for gold except in case of like for like. Abu Sa'id pointed towards this eyes and his ears with his fingers and said, My eyes saw, and my ears listened to Allah's Messenger saying, Do not sell gold for gold, and do not sell silver for silver except in case of like for like, and do not increase something of it upon something, and do not sell for ready money something, not present, but hand. Sahih Muslim 1584 b. reference 22, Hadith 94. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. To hand. Sahih Muslim 1584 b. reference 22, Hadith 94. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Abu Sa'id al-Khudri through another chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1584 c. reference 22, Hadith 95. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "Do not sell gold for gold and silver for silver, weight for weight or of the same quality." Sahih Muslim 1584d reference 22 Hadith 96. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Uthman b. Affan reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "Do not sell a dinar for 2 dinars and 1 dirham for 2 dirhams." Sahih Muslim 1585 reference 22 Hadith 97. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Malik b. Aus b. al-Hadithan reported, "I came saying who was prepared to exchange dirhams for my gold, whereupon Talha b. Ubaidullah, Allah be pleased with him, as he was sitting with Umar b. Khatib, said, 'Show us your gold and then come to us at a later time. When our servant would come, we would give you your silver, dirhams due to you.' Thereupon Umar b. al-Khatib, Allah be pleased with him, said, 'Not at all. By Allah, either give him his silver, coins, or return his gold to him,' for Allah's Messenger said, 'Exchange of silver for gold has an element of interest in it, except when it is exchanged on the spot, and wheat for wheat is an interest unless both are handed over on the spot. Barley for barley is interest unless both are handed over on the spot. Dates for dates is interest unless both are handed over on the spot.'" Sahih Muslim 1586 a reference 22 Hadith 98. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Zuhri with the same chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1586b reference 22 Hadith 99. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abi Kilaba reported, "I was in Syria, having a circle of friends, in which was Muslim b. Yasser. There came Abul Ashith. He, the narrator, said that they, the friends, called him Abul Ashith, Abul Ashith, and he sat down. I said to him, 'Narrate to our brother the hadith of Ubadah b. Samit.' He said, 'Yes, we went out on an expedition, Muawiyah being the leader of the people, and we gained a lot of spoils of war. And there was 1 silver utensil in what we took as spoils. Muawiyah ordered a person to sell it for payment to the people, soldiers. The people made haste in getting that. The news of this state of affairs reached Ubadah b. Samit, and he stood up and said, 'I heard Allah's Messenger forbidding the sale of gold by gold, and silver by silver, and wheat by wheat, and barley by barley, and dates by dates, and salt by salt, except like for like and equal for equal. So he who made an addition or who accepted an addition, committed the sin of taking interest.' So the people returned what Sahih Muslim 1587 a reference 22 Hadith 100. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. They had got. This reached Muawiyah, and he stood up to deliver an address. He said, 'What is the matter with people that they narrate from the Messenger such tradition which we did not hear though we saw him, the Holy Prophet, and lived in his company?' Thereupon, Ubadah b. Samit stood up and repeated that narration, and then said, 'We will definitely narrate what we heard from Allah's Messenger though it may be unpleasant to Muawiyah.' Or he said, 'Even if it is against his will. I do not mind if I do not remain in his troop in the dark night.' Hamad said this or something like this. Sahih Muslim 1587 a reference 22 Hadith 100. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. The above hadith is likewise narrated through another chain of transmission on the authority of Abi Kilaba. Sahih Muslim 1587b reference 22 Hadith 101. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Ubadah b. al-Samit, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, Gold is to be paid for by gold, silver by silver, wheat by wheat, barley by barley, dates by dates, and salt by salt, like for like and equal for equal, payment being made hand to hand. If these classes differ, then sell as you wish if payment is made hand to hand. Sahih Muslim 1587 see reference 22 Hadith 102. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, Gold is to be paid for by gold, silver by silver, wheat by wheat, barley by barley, dates by dates, salt by salt, like by like, payment being made hand to hand. He who made an addition to it, or asked for an addition, in fact dealt in usury. The receiver and the giver are equally guilty. Sahih Muslim 1584 reference 22 Hadith 103. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Allah be pleased with him, through another chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1584 f reference 22 Hadith 104. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, Dates are to be paid for by dates, wheat by wheat, barley by barley, salt by salt, like for like, payment being made on the spot. He who made an addition or demanded an addition, in fact, dealt in usury except in case where their classes differ. Sahih Muslim 1588 reference 22 Hadith 105. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Fudail b. Ghazwan with the same chain of transmitters, but he made no mention of payment being made on the spot. Sahih Muslim 1588b reference 22 Hadith 106. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, Gold is to be paid for by gold with equal weight, like for like, and silver is to be paid for by silver with equal weight, like for like. He who made an addition to it or demanded an addition dealt in usury. Sahih Muslim 1588 see reference 22 Hadith 107. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, Let dinar be exchanged for dinar, with no addition on either side, and dirham be exchanged for dirham with no addition on either side. Sahih Muslim 1588d reference 22 Hadith 108. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Musa b. Abu Tamim with the same chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1588 reference 22 Hadith 109. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Minhal reported, My partner sold silver to be paid in the Hajj season or in the days of Hajj. He, my partner, came to me and informed me, and I said to him, Such transaction is not desirable. He said, I sold it in the market, on loan, but nobody objected to this. I went to al-Bara b. Azib and asked him, and he said, Allah's apostle came to Medina and we made such transaction, whereupon he said, In case the payment is made on the spot, there is no harm in it, and in case it is sold on loan, it is usury. You better go to Zayd b. Arqam, for he is a greater trader than I. So I went to him and asked him, and he said like it. Sahih Muslim 1589 reference 22 Hadith 110. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habib reported that he heard Abu Minhal as saying, I asked al-Bara b. Azib about the exchange of gold for silver or vice versa, whereupon he said, You better ask Zayd b. Arqam, for he knows more than I. So I asked Zayd, but he said, You better ask Al-Bara, for he knows more than I. Then both of them said, Allah's Messenger forbade the sale of silver for gold when payment is to be made in future. Sahih Muslim 1589b reference 22 Hadith 111. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abd al-Rahman b. Abi Bakr reported on the authority of his father that Allah's Messenger forbade the sale of gold for gold, and silver for silver except equal for equal, and commanded us to buy silver for gold as we desired and buy gold for silver as we desired. A person asked him about the nature of payment, whereupon he said, It is to be made on the spot. This is what I heard from Allah's Messenger, may peace be upon him. Sahih Muslim 1590 a reference 22 Hadith 112. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abd al-Rahman b. Abu Bakr said, Allah's Messenger prohibited us. The rest of the hadith is the same. Sahih Muslim 1590b reference 22 Hadith 113. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Fadala b. Ubayd al-Ansari reported, A necklace having gold and gems in it was brought to Allah's Messenger in Khaybar, and it was one of the spoils of war and was put to sale. Allah's Messenger said, The gold used in it should be separated, and then Allah's Messenger further said, Sell gold for gold with equal weight. Sahih Muslim 1591 reference 22 Hadith 114. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Fadila b. Ubayd, Allah be pleased with him, reported, I bought on the day of the victory of Khaybar a necklace for 12 dinars, gold coins. It was made of gold studded with gems. I separated gold from gems in it, and found gold of more worth than 12 dinars. I made a mention of it to Allah's apostle, whereupon he said, It should not be sold unless it is separated. Sahih Muslim 1591b reference 22 Hadith 115. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah a hadith like this is narrated on the authority of said b. Yazid with the same chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1591 c reference 22 Hadith 116. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Fadala b. Ubayd reported, We were in the company of Allah's Messenger, may peace be upon him, on the day of the victory of Khaybar, and made transaction with the Jews for the uqiya of gold for the dinars or 3 gold coins. Whereupon Allah's Messenger said, Do not sell gold for gold but for equal weight. Sahih Muslim 1591d reference 22 Hadith 117. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Hanash reported, We were along with Fadala b. Ubayd, Allah be pleased with him, in an expedition. There fell to my and my friend's lot a necklace made of gold, silver and jewels. I decided to buy that. I asked Fadala b. Ubayd, whereupon he said, Separate its gold and place it in one pan of the balance, and place your gold in the other pan, and do not receive but equal. For I heard Allah's Messenger as saying, He who believes in Allah and the hereafter should not take but equal for equal. Sahih Muslim 1591e reference 22 Hadith 118. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Ma'mar b. Abdullah reported that he sent his slave with a saw of wheat and said to him, Sell it, and then buy with it barley. The slave went away and he got a saw of barley, and a part of saw over and above that. When he came to Ma'mar he informed him about that, whereupon Ma'mar said to him, Why did you do that? Go back and return that, and do not accept but weight, for I used to hear from Allah's apostle as saying, Wheat for wheat and like for like. He, one of the narrators, said, "Our food in those days consisted of barley." It was said to him, "Mamr, that wheat is not like that barley." He replied, "I am afraid these may not be similar." Sahih Muslim 1592 reference 22 Hadith 119. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Huraira and Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Allah be pleased with them, reported that Allah's Messenger deputed a person from Banu Adi al-Ansari to collect revenue from Khaybar. He came with a fine quality of dates, whereupon Allah's Messenger said to him, "Are all the dates of Khaybar like this?" He said, "Allah's Messenger, it is not so. We buy 1 saw of fine quality of dates for 2 sas out of total output, including even the inferior quality of dates." Whereupon Allah's Messenger said, "Don't do that, but like for like, or sell this, the inferior quality, and receive the price, and then buy with the price of that, and that would make up the measure." Sahih Muslim 1593 reference 22 Hadith 120. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Huraira, Allah be pleased with him, reported that Allah's Messenger deputed a person to collect revenue from Khaybar. He brought fine quality of dates, whereupon Allah's Messenger said, "Are all the dates of Khaybar like this?" He said, "Number. We got 1 saw of fine dates for 2 sas of inferior dates, and, similarly, 2 sas for 3 sas. Thereupon Allah's Messenger said, "Don't do that, rather sell the inferior quality of dates for dirhams, money, and then buy the superior quality with the help of dirhams." Sahih Muslim 1593b reference 22 Hadith 121. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abid said reported, Bilal, Allah be pleased with him, came with fine quality of dates. Allah's Messenger said to him, "From where you have brought them?" Bilal said, "We had inferior quality of dates, and I exchanged 2 sas of inferior quality with 1 saw of fine quality as food for Allah's apostle." Whereupon Allah's Messenger said, "Woe! It is in fact usury. Therefore, don't do that. But when you intend to buy dates of superior quality, sell the inferior quality in a separate bargain, and then buy the superior quality." And in the hadith transmitted by Ibn Saul there is no mention of whereupon. Sahih Muslim 1594 reference 22 Hadith 122. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Sa'id, Allah be pleased with him, reported, dates were brought to Allah's Messenger, and he said, "These dates are not like our dates." Whereupon a man said, "We sold 2 sas of our dates, in order to get 1 saw of these fine dates." Whereupon Allah's Messenger said, "That is interest. So return these dates of fine quality, and get your inferior dates. Then sell our dates for money, and buy for us, with the help of money, such fine dates." Sahih Muslim 1594b reference 22 Hadith 123. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Sa'id, Allah be pleased with him, reported, "We were given to eat, during the lifetime of Allah's Messenger, dates of different qualities mixed together, and we used to sell 2 sas of these for 1 saw of fine quality of dates." This reached Allah's Messenger, whereupon he said, "There should be no exchange of 2 sas of inferior dates for 1 saw of fine dates, and 2 sas of inferior wheat for 1 saw of fine wheat, and 1 dirham for 2 dirhams." Sahih Muslim 1595 reference 22 Hadith 124. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Nadra reported, I asked Ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, about the conversion of gold and silver for silver and gold. We said, is it hand-to-hand exchange? I said, yes. Whereupon he said, there is no harm in it. I informed Abu Sa'id about it, telling him that I had asked Ibn Abbas about it, and he said, is it hand-to-hand exchange? I said, yes. Whereupon he said, there is no harm in it. He, the narrator, said, or he said like it, we will soon write to him, and he will not give you this fatwa, religious verdict. He said, by Allah, someone of the boy servants of Allah's messenger brought dates, but he refused to accept them, on the plea that those did not seem to be of the dates of our land. He said, something had happened to the dates of our land, or our dates. So I got these dates, in exchange by giving excess of the dates of our land. Whereupon he said, you made an addition for getting the fine dates, in exchange, which tantamounts to interest. Don't do that, in future. Sahih Muslim 1594 c. Reference 22 Hadith 125. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Whenever you find some doubt, as regards the deteriorating quality of your dates, sell them, and then buy the dates that you like. Sahih Muslim 1594 c. Reference 22 Hadith 125. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Nadra reported, I asked Ibn Umar and Ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, about the conversion of gold with gold, but they did not find any harm in that. I was sitting in the company of Abd said al-Khudri, Allah be pleased with him, and asked him about this exchange, and he said, whatever is addition is an interest. I refused to accept it on account of their statement of Ibn Abbas and Ibn Umar. He said, I am not narrating to you except what I heard from Allah's messenger. There came to him the owner of a date palm with one saw of fine dates, and the dates of Allah's apostle were of that color. Allah's apostle said to him, where did you get these dates? I went with 2 sas of inferior dates, and bought 1 saw of these fine dates, for that is the prevailing price of inferior dates in the market, and that is the price of the fine quality of dates in the market. Whereupon Allah's messenger said, woe be upon you. You have dealt in interest, when you decide to do it. Sahih Muslim 1594 d. Reference 22 Hadith 126. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Exchange superior quality of dates for inferior quality, so you should sell your dates for another commodity, or currency, and then with the help of that commodity buy the dates you like. Abu Sa'd said, when dates are exchanged for dates, with different qualities, there is the possibility of the element of interest creeping into that, or when gold is exchanged for gold having different qualities. I subsequently came to Ibn Umar and he forbade me to do it, but I did not come to Ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them. He, the narrator, said, Abu As-Saba narrated to me. He asked Ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, in Mecca, and he too disapproved of it. Sahih Muslim 1594 d. Reference 22 Hadith 126. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Salih reported, I heard Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Allah be pleased with him, said, dinar, gold, for gold, and dirham for dirham can be exchanged with equal for equal. But he who gives more or demands more in fact deals in interest. I sold to him. Ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, says otherwise, whereupon he said, I met Ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, and said, do you see what you say? Have you heard it from Allah's messenger, or found it in the book of Allah, the glorious and majestic? He said, I did not hear it from Allah's messenger, and I did not find it in the book of Allah, glorious and majestic, but Usama b. Zayd narrated it to me that Allah's apostle said, there can be an element of interest in credit. Sahih Muslim 1596, a reference 22, Hadith 127. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Ubaidullah b. Abu Yazid heard Ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, as saying, Usama b. Zayd reported Allah's apostle as saying, there can be an element of interest in credit, when the payment is not equal. Sahih Muslim 1596b, reference 22, Hadith 128. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, reported on the authority of Usama b. Zayd Allah's messenger as having said this, there is no element of interest when the money or commodity is exchanged hand to hand. Sahih Muslim 1596c, reference 22, Hadith 129. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Atta b. Abu Rabah reported, Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Allah be pleased with them, met Ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, and said to him, what do you say in regard to the conversion of commodities or money? Did you hear it from Allah's messenger, or is it something which you found in Allah's book, majestic and glorious? Thereupon Ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, said, I don't say that. So far as Allah's messenger is concerned, you know him better, and so far as the book of Allah is concerned, I do not know it, more than you do. But Usama b. Zayd, Allah be pleased with him, narrated to me Allah's messenger as having said this, beware, there can be an element of interest in credit. Sahih Muslim 1596d, reference 22, Hadith 130. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abdullah b. Masud, Allah be pleased with him, said that Allah's messenger cursed the one who accepted interest and the one who paid it. I asked about the one who recorded it, and two witnesses to it. He, the narrator, said, we narrate what we have heard. Sahih Muslim 1597, reference 22, Hadith 131. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Habir said that Allah's messenger cursed the acceptor of interest and its payer, and one who records it, and the two witnesses, and he said, they are all equal. Sahih Muslim 1598, reference 22, Hadith 132. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Nu'man b. Bashir, Allah be pleased with him, reported, I heard Allah's messenger, may peace be upon him, as having said this, and Nu'man pointed towards his ears with his fingers. What is lawful is evident and what is unlawful is evident, and in between them are the things doubtful which many people do not know. So he who guards against doubtful things keeps his religion and honor blameless, and he who indulges in doubtful things indulges in fact in unlawful things. Just as a shepherd who pastures his animals round a preserve will soon pasture them in it. Beware, every king has a preserve, and the things God has declared unlawful are his preserves. Beware, in the body there is a piece of flesh, if it is sound, the whole body is sound, and if it is corrupt the whole body is corrupt, and hearken it is the heart. Sahih Muslim 1599, reference 22, Hadith 133. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Zachariah with the same chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1599b, reference 22, Hadith 134. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Ai Nu'man b. Bashir reported it from Allah's apostle. The hadith narrated by Zachariah is, however, more complete and lengthy than the other ones. Sahih Muslim 1599c, reference 22, Hadith 135. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Nu'man b. Bashir b. Sad, a companion of Allah's messenger, was heard delivering a sermon at him and was saying, I heard Allah's Messenger, may peace be upon him, as saying, the lawful is evident and the unlawful is evident. The rest of the hadith is the same as related by Zachariah. Sahih Muslim 1599d reference 22 Hadith 136. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, reported that he was traveling on his camel which had grown jaded, and he decided to let it off. When Allah's apostle met him and prayed for him and struck it, so it trotted as it had never trotted before. He said, sell it to me for an akaya. I said, number. He again said, sell it to me. So I sold it to him for an akaya, but made the stipulation that I should be allowed to ride back to my family. Then when I came to my place, I took the camel to him and he paid me its price in ready money. I then went back and he sent someone behind me, and as I came, he said, do you see that I asked you to reduce price for buying your camel? Take your camel and your coins. These are yours. Sahih Muslim 715 meters reference 22 Hadith 137. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Habir through another chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 715 n reference 22 Hadith 138. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, reported, I went on an expedition with Allah's Messenger. He overtook me and I was on a water-carrying camel who had grown tired and did not walk, trot. He, the Holy Prophet, said to me, what is the matter with your camel? I said, it is sick. He, the Holy Prophet, stepped behind and drove it and prayed for it, and then it always moved ahead of other camels. He, then, said, how do you find your camel? I said, it is, by the grace of your prayer, all right. He said, would you sell this camel to me? I felt shy to say him, no, as we had no other camel for carrying water, but later on, I said, yes, and I sold it to him on the condition that I would be permitted to ride it until I reached Medina. I said to him, Allah's Messenger, I am newly married, so I asked his permission to go ahead of the caravan. He permitted me, and I reached Medina well in advance of other people, until I reached my destination. There my maternal uncle met me and Sahih Muslim 715 reference 22 Hadith 139. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah asked me about the camel, and I told him what I had done with regard to it. He reproved me in this connection. He, Habir, said, when I asked his permission to go ahead of the caravan, Allah's Messenger inquired of me whether I had married a virgin or a non-virgin. I said to him, I have married a non-virgin. He said, why did you not marry a virgin who would have played with you and you would have played with her? I said to him, Allah's Messenger, my father died, or he fell as a martyr, and I have small sisters to look after. So I did not like the idea that I should marry a woman who is like them and thus be not able to teach them manners and look after them properly. So I have married a non-virgin so that she should be able to look after them and teach them manners. When Allah's Messenger came to Medina, I went to him in the morning with the camel. He paid me its price and returned the camel, to me. Sahih Muslim 715 reference 22 Hadith 139. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir reported, we went from Mecca to Medina with Allah's Messenger when my camel fell ill, and the rest of the hadith is the same. But it also narrated in its smiley face. He, the Holy Prophet, said to me, sell your camel to me. I said, no, but it is yours. He said, number. It can't be, but sell it to me. I said, no, but, Allah's Messenger, it is yours. He said, "No, it can't be, but sell it to me." I said, "Then give me an ukiah of gold, for I owe that to a person, and then it would be yours." He, the Holy Prophet, said, "I take it, for an ukiah of gold, and you reach Medina on it." As I reached Medina, Allah's Messenger said to Bilal, "Give him an ukiah of gold and make some extra payment too." He, Habir, said, "He gave me an ukiah of gold and made an addition of a karat." He, Habir, said, "The addition made by Allah's Messenger was with me, as a sacred trust for Belsing, and lay with me in a pocket until the people of Syria took it on the day of Hara." Sahih Muslim 715p Reference 22 Hadith 140. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, reported, "We were with Allah's Messenger in a journey and my camel meant for carrying water lagged behind." The rest of the hadith is the same and it is mentioned also. Allah's Messenger pricked it and then said to me, "Ride in the name of Allah." He constantly made addition, in prayers for me, and went on saying, "May Allah forgive you." Sahih Muslim 715q Reference 22 Hadith 141. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah Habir, Allah be pleased with him, reported, "My camel had grown tired as Allah's Messenger came to me. He goaded it and it began to jump. After that I tried to restrain its rein so that I could listen to his, Prophet's, words, but I could not do that. Allah's Apostle met me and said, 'Sell it to me,' and I sold it for 5 ukiahs. I said, 'On the condition that I may use it as a ride, for going back, to Medina.' He, the Holy Prophet, said, 'Well, you may use it as a ride up till Medina.' When I came to Medina I handed over that to him and he made an addition of an ukiah, to that amount which had been agreed upon, and then presented that camel to me." Sahih Muslim 715r Reference 22 Hadith 142. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah Abd Mutawakkil al-Najl reported from Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, who said, "I accompanied Allah's Messenger in one of his journeys," the narrator says, "He said in jihad," and he narrated the rest of the hadith, and made this addition. He, the Holy Prophet, said, "Habir, have you received the price?" I said, "Yes," whereupon he said, "Yours is the price as well as the camel. Yours is the price as well as the camel." Sahih Muslim 715's Reference 22 Hadith 143. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, reported, "Allah's Messenger bought a camel from me for 2 ukiahs and a dirham or 2 dirhams. As he reached Sarar, a village near Medina, he commanded a cow to be slaughtered and it was slaughtered, and they ate of that, and as he, the Holy Prophet, reached Medina he ordered me to go to the mosque and offer 2 rakahs of prayer, and he measured for me the price of the camel and even made an excess payment to me." Sahih Muslim 715t Reference 22 Hadith 144. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, reported this narration from Allah's Apostle but with this variation that he said, "He, the Holy Prophet, bought the camel from me on a stipulated price. And he did not mention 2 ukiahs and a dirham or 2 dirhams, and he commanded a cow to be slaughtered, and it was slaughtered, and he then distributed its flesh." Sahih Muslim 715 Reference 22 Hadith 145. Sahih Muslim, the Book of Musaqah Habir, Allah be pleased with him, reported that Allah's Apostle said to him, "I have taken your camel for 4 dinars, and you may ride upon it to Medina." Sahih Muslim 715 v. Reference 22 Hadith 146. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Rafi reported that Allah's Messenger took from a man as a loan a young camel, below 6 years. Then the camels of Sadaqah were brought to him. He ordered Abu Rafi to return to that person the young camel, as a return of the loan. Abu Rafi returned to him and said, I did not find among them but better camels above the age of 6. He, the Holy Prophet, said, Give that to him, for the best men are those who are best in paying off the debt. Sahih Muslim 1600 a reference 22 Hadith 147. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Rafi, the freed slave of Allah's Messenger, said, Allah's Messenger took as a loan. The rest of the hadith is the same, but with this variation that he, the Holy Prophet, said, Good amongst the servants of Allah is he who is best in paying off the debt. Sahih Muslim 1600b reference 22 Hadith 148. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported, Allah's Messenger owed something to a person. He behaved in an uncivil manner with him. This vexed the companions of the Prophet, whereupon Allah's Apostle said, He who has a right is entitled to speak, and said to them, his companions, Buy a camel for him and give that to him. They said, We do not find a camel of that age, but one with better age than that. He said, Buy that and give that to him, for best of you or best amongst you are those who are best in paying off debt. Sahih Muslim 1601 a reference 22 Hadith 149. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported, Allah's Messenger took a camel on loan, and then returned him, the lender, the camel of a more mature age, and said, Good among you are those who are good in clearing off the debt. Sahih Muslim 1601b reference 22 Hadith 150. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported, There came a person demanding a camel from Allah's Messenger. He, the Holy Prophet, said, Give him the camel of that age or of more mature age, and said, Best among you is one who is best in clearing off the debt. Sahih Muslim 1601 c reference 22 Hadith 151. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir, Allah be pleased with him, reported, There came a slave and pledged allegiance to Allah's Apostle on migration. He, the Holy Prophet, did not know that he was a slave. Then there came his master and demanded him back, whereupon Allah's Apostle said, Sell him to me. And he bought him for 2 black slaves, and he did not afterwards take allegiance from anyone until he had asked him whether he was a slave or a free man. Sahih Muslim 1602 reference 22 Hadith 152. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Aisha, Allah be pleased with her, reported that Allah's Messenger bought some grain from a Jew on credit and gave him a coat of mail of his as a pledge. Sahih Muslim 1603 reference 22 Hadith 153. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Aisha, Allah be pleased with her, reported, Allah's Messenger bought from a Jew grain, as loan, and pledged him his iron coat of mail. Sahih Muslim 1603b reference 22 Hadith 154. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Aisha, Allah be pleased with her, reported that Allah's Messenger bought from a Jew grain for a specified time, and gave him iron coat of mail of his as a pledge. Sahih Muslim 1603 c reference 22 Hadith 155. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Aisha, Allah be pleased with her, through another chain ol transmitters, but no mention was made of its being made of iron. Sahih Muslim 1603d reference 22 Hadith 156. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, reported that when Allah's Prophet came to Medina, they were paying 1 and 2 years in advance for fruits, so he said, "Those who pay in advance for anything must do so for a specified wait and for a definite time." Sahih Muslim 1604 reference 22 Hadith 157. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah ibn Abbas, Allah be pleased with them, reported that when Allah's Messenger came to Medina, and the people were paying in advance for the fruits, etc., he said to them, "He who makes an advance payment should not make advance payment except for a specified measure and weight, and for a specified period." Sahih Muslim 1604b reference 22 Hadith 158. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah ibn Abu Najah has narrated a hadith like this with the same chain of transmitters, but he has not mentioned for a definite period. Sahih Muslim 1604c reference 22 Hadith 159. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated by Ibn Abu Najah through another chain of transmitters mentioning in it for a specified period. Sahih Muslim 1604d reference 22 Hadith 160. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Ma'mar, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "He who hoards is a sinner." It was said to Sa'id b. al-Musayyib, "You also hoard." Sa'id said, Ma'mar, who narrated this hadith, also hoarded. Sahih Muslim 1605 reference 22 Hadith 161. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Ma'mar b. Abdullah reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "No one hoards but the sinner." Sahih Muslim 1605b reference 22 Hadith 162. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been transmitted on the authority of Sulayman b. Bilal from Yahya. Sahih Muslim 1605c reference 22 Hadith 163. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, said he heard Allah's Messenger as saying, "Swearing produces a ready sale for a commodity, but blots out the blessing." Sahih Muslim 1606 reference 22 Hadith 164. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Abu Qatada al-Ansari, Allah be pleased with him, reported he heard Allah's Messenger say, "Beware of swearing. It produces a ready sale for a commodity, but blots out the blessing." Sahih Muslim 1607 reference 22 Hadith 165. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "He who has a partner in a dwelling or a garden, it is not lawful for him to sell that until he is permitted by his partner. If he, the partner, agrees, he should go in for that, and if he disapproves of that, he should abandon the idea of selling it." Sahih Muslim 1608 reference 22 Hadith 166. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. Habir bin Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, said that the Messenger of Allah decreed preemption in every joint ownership and not divided the one, it may be a dwelling or a garden. It is not lawful for him, for the partner, to sell that until his partner gives his consent. He, the partner, is entitled to buy it when he desires and he can abandon it if he so likes. And if he, the one partner, sells it without getting the consent of the other partner, he has the greatest right to it. Sahih Muslim 1608b reference 22 Hadith 167. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Habir b. Abdullah, Allah be pleased with them, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "There is preemption in everything which is shared, be it land, or a dwelling or a garden. It is not proper to sell it until he informs his partner. He may go in for that, or he may abandon it. And if he, the partner intending to sell his share, does not do that, then his partner has the greatest right to it until he permits him." Sahih Muslim 1608c reference 22 Hadith 168. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "None among you should prevent his neighbor from fixing a beam in his wall." Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, then said, "What is this that I see you evading? This injunction of the Holy Prophet. By Allah, I will certainly throw it between your shoulders, narrate this to you." Sahih Muslim 1609 reference 22 Hadith 169. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith is narrated on the authority of Zuhri with the same chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1609b reference 22 Hadith 170. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah said b. Zayd b. Amr b. Nufail, Allah be pleased with them, reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "He who wrongly took a span of land, Allah shall make him carry around his neck 7 earths." Sahih Muslim 1610 a reference 22 Hadith 171. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah said b. Zayd b. Amr b. Nufail, Allah be pleased with them, reported that Arwi bint Uwais disputed with him in regard to a part of the land of his Hadsa. He said, "Leave it and take off your claim from it, for I heard Allah's Messenger as saying, he who took a span of land without his right would be made to wear around his neck 7 earths on the day of resurrection." He said b. Zayd said, "O Allah, make her blind if she has told a lie and make her grave in her house." He, the narrator, said, "I saw her blind groping her way by touching the walls and saying, the curse of said b. Zayd has hit me, and it so happened that as she was walking in her house, she passed by a well in her house and fell therein and that became her grave." Sahih Muslim 1610b reference 22 Hadith 172. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Hisham b. Urwa reported on the authority of his father, Allah be pleased with him, that Arwa bint Uwais disputed with said b. Zayd that he had seized some of the land belonging to her. She brought this dispute before Marwan b. al-Hakam. Said, "How could I take a part of her land, after what I heard from Allah's Messenger, may peace be upon him?" He, Marwan, said, "What did you hear from Allah's Messenger?" He said, "I heard Allah's Messenger say, he who wrongly took a span of land would be made to wear around his neck 7 earths." Marwan said, "I do not ask any evidence from you after this." He said, "O Allah, make her blind if she has told a lie and kill her in her own land." He, the narrator, said, "She did not die until she had lost her eyesight, and, one day, as she was walking in her land, she fell down into a pit and died." Sahih Muslim 1610c reference 22 Hadith 173. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah said b. Zayd reported, "I heard Allah's Apostle say, He who took a span of earth wrongly would be made to wear around his neck 7 earths on the day of resurrection. Sahih Muslim 1610d reference 22 Hadith 174. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Hurairah, Allah be pleased with him, reported Allah's Messenger, may peace he upon him, as saying, one should not take a span of land without having legitimate right to it, otherwise Allah would make him wear, around his neck, 7 earths on the day of resurrection. Sahih Muslim 1611 reference 22 Hadith 175. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Muhammad peace be upon him be. Ibrahim said that Abu Salama reported to him that there was between him and his people dispute over a piece of land, and he came to Aisha and mentioned that to her, whereupon she said, Abu Salama, abstain from getting this land, for Allah's Messenger said, he who usurps even a span of land would be made to wear around his neck 7 earths. Sahih Muslim 1612 a reference 22 Hadith 176. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Abu Salama with another chain of transmitters. Sahih Muslim 1612b reference 22 Hadith 177. Sahih Muslim. The Book of Musaqah Abu Hurairah reported Allah's Apostle as saying, when you disagree about a path, its breadth should be made 7 cubits. Sahih Muslim 1613 reference 22 Hadith 178.